Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Tanner from TanmanBaseballFan.com and KenseiKoCollector.com. I'm going to review probably one of the most beloved junk wax issues ever, and that is 1987 Topps. So I'll talk a little bit about it. So this is a little bit of a departure from the other 80s releases that Topps had. So there's the green and yellow. Normally Topps would do like a red, blue, white, yellow, that sort of thing. So, and you've seen that in some of my other videos, but I want to do a quick walk around on this. So on the front you have Dave Righetti and a couple other guys behind there. I have no idea. Then you have Gary Carter on the front. So Gerald Strawberry. So of course the Mets were big because in '86 they won the World Series there in dramatic fashion. And on the other side they've got Ron Cey and Cecil Cooper. These cards also on the other side, they're actually cuts. Like you can actually cut them out. They have backs and everything. So this is BBC authenticated from a sealed case. I always love the from a sealed case thing, even if there are 10 trillion other boxes like this out there. So it's not exactly a rarity. Anybody can get something like this. They're always readily available. The colors are fantastic. I love this. There's so many memories, and obviously the wood grain I don't think is really any accident. This is a callback from 1962 Topps, so they're probably inadvertently doing like actually like a 1962 to 1987 25th anniversary thing or something with the wood grain, because you remember in 1962 they actually had like a darker wood grain. So kind of a neat little callback to that. I've got a lot of fun memories to go over with these, old and new, so I'll go ahead and talk about that here. So you've heard me talk a lot about my dad over the past several months having a lot of medical issues. I mean, he's been in and out of hospitals, and it's just been really rough for him and my mom, and very difficult time. But I had an idea to try to brighten up his day a little bit, and we took the family to visit him last night, and I actually ended up bringing a box of 1987 Topps baseball cards. His eyes kind of lit up. It was kind of cool to see that. But all of our family members, we had some packs of 1987 Topps baseball cards to open, and so we got some cool things now. Sadly, the majority of these are off center, but that's okay. So it was so fun, guys. I really enjoyed it. I'll kind of show you a few things that we picked up. So my son had pulled this 1987 Topps Barry Bonds card, and so just to let you know kind of the setting, it was me, my dad, my wife, my son, and my mom. And my mom probably was the least enthusiastic about it, so she actually didn't finish opening some of the packs that she wanted, but that's okay. I also got this Bill Mooneyham, and I told my dad that I remember this card specifically because I tried to model this guy when I was playing catch with Dad when I was a kid. So it's kind of a neat memory on cardboard there. Bo Jackson, of course. That's a wonderful card. I love the Future Stars graphic on the front and everything as well. Eck as a Cub. It's fun opening these and just kind of going through and telling everybody a little bit about the story. Like Eckersley, for instance, he started as a starting pitcher. Everybody knows him as the dominant reliever that he was for the A's and the Cardinals, but he was actually a starting pitcher, and he was pretty good. Then in the mid-'80s, he wasn't doing so well, if I remember correctly, and so I think it was Tony La Russa that said, hey, let's try you as a reliever, and the rest is history. All those times when he would strike out the last batter at the bottom of the ninth and then point and laugh at the batter as he would scurry back to the dugout. Just fantastic memories. Got a Barry Larkin rookie. This is and then of course we have Wade the Chicken Man Boggs. These are it was great to relive this with the family and just to remember all of the funny nicknames we had, like Sid Coffee and Bream or Walt Three Blind Weiss. Walt Weiss isn't in here, of course, because he wasn't until he didn't come on baseball cards until like 1988. But Cal Ripken, I mean, a lot of these cards are really not worth anything. And so my mom actually said, well, how much are these worth? And I said, well, they're not really a whole lot. And she goes, well, what's the point of this? And I said, well, it's nostalgia. It really is. And I don't expect a lot of folks to get this and to understand that, like, why it's really awesome to pull a Reggie Jackson 87 Topps card when he's on the Angels, or a Nolan Ryan when he's on the Astros. This is awesome stuff, and I think that y'all probably get this as well. Then you also have Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly with the massive, awesome mustache. There's just so much good stuff, guys, that came out of this, and it's so fun. And I get it. This was like way, way, way mass produced. But so here's, of course, the Mark McGwire. I actually got 2 of these, and I do not have a Jose Canseco from this box to show you, because as we were walking out, I decided to leave back the 2 Bash Brother cards, the Canseco and the McGwire, for my dad. And so I think he really liked that, to be able to have a little bit of a memento from the box. But it was fun. Wax was flying. We had a stack of that nasty gum this thick, and my dad, in typical dad fashion, y'all don't understand. He's a hilarious guy. He decided to eat one of the sticks of gum, and just he ate it. He didn't get any, I don't think, those razor slices on the tongue, but he chewed it up, crunch, 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 and like a trooper, he finished it off. And so, I had to follow suit and do a little bit as well, and so I think everybody in the family did. So it was kind of fun. But Tony Gwynn also, this is kind of a neat one because there's like a yellow blob, and this wasn't a big deal, back in the day, really. But nowadays, people that collect all these printing, anomalies or whatever, they love that stuff. So anyways, I'll go ahead and show a couple customs I did as well. This has been a while. So the first one is this right here. This is a completely made out of wood card. So the front and back, it's all wood, and it's hard to show. It's hard to show the actual wood grain. Let me see if I can take it out of the holder and show you better. It's probably better to do that anyway. I don't know if my camera is going to be able to pick it up. But anyway, so yeah, it's all wood. It's so cool that you can see the wood grain, and it's neat. I really wanted to do this, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time because it's wood, and it's on a wood grain style card with the border and everything. So I figured it just made sense. I made a Simpsons card as well, and I think this is only a couple months ago, but man, people loved it. Of course, what's not to love? Canseco and the Simpsons, right? I couldn't find a copy of it in all my boxes, so I said, I'll forget. One other that I did is like a shrinky-dink version of it. So this actually is actually a shrinky-dink of the design I made of the A7 Rookie Cup style Simpsons. And last but not least, as far as the customs go, is this right here. This is a bubblegum wax relic, and gosh, I can't remember where I got this idea. This is not my idea. I saw something similar to this online. Okay, there's a guy that does customs. I think it's a 1-star custom, so shout out to you there. I think I got this idea and I just kind of ran with it a little further. So we have an actual piece of the wax pack here that's embedded in the card. We have a piece of the bubble gum that's embedded in the card as well from A7 Topps. And I wrote an article on this, so you can look at that at tammanbaseballfan.com. Now, what I also did, I did a couple other things. So I encased this in a one-touch. And you see this is actually a part of the wax pack as well. So that's used as the seal. And then on the back, of course, you see bubblegum wax relic 1 of 1. So there that is. Those are some of my favorite customs I've done, mainly just because it's of the A7 Rookie Cup cards. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all have a great day.